Welcome to the potty, first ever. We are the Aussie Dime Dotters. My name is Daniel. We'll be going through season predictions, starting with our favourite teams. So I got the OKC Thunder.
I'm Travis. I'm a Philly fan. These are all our own opinions and takes as well.
Sam, also a Philly fan. Don't judge.
Fair enough. Well, speaking of that, where do we think that our teams will place? Obviously, we have the same team.
Yeah.
Bit of Harden issues, so I think obviously a playoff team. I'm gonna say Philly end up as a 3-4 seed.
I agree with that. I think making the finals might be a bit of a stretch. You never know though. Harden could gel really good with the team, but right now it's not looking too good.
Yeah. Considering he said he doesn't want to be there.
He doesn't want to be with Daryl Morey. It doesn't flow together.
How can you take that all back? Like it's kind of hard to go back on that, especially after he asked for a trade. Over to the Thunder. Where do we think they'll end up?
Thunder, honestly, I reckon this season's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
We made play-ins, I believe, last season. So
yeah,
this season I'm expecting a bit more. You can obviously see the progression through all the players. So I think
big jump from Giddy.
Big jump from Giddy.
He did all right
as well.
Yeah, Giddy did all right in the World Cup. Being Aussies, so I followed that. Like he did solid. He was sort of just thrown in there and was like lead the team around. So I feel a big jump coming from him.
Same. Absolutely.
He needs to actually shoot the ball better though. He can't really shoot the ball. He's got to spark the rack.
Chet coming back. That's interesting. Technically a rookie this season. He's like a bit of a hard draft class to go up against.
So I reckon he'll be fine there. We saw he's match up against Wemby.
Yeah, he had 22?
Yeah,
20, something like that. And Wemby had like 20 a game, so it'll be good. It'll be good. Something to tune into.
But I think the Thunder will probably end up finishing, say, mid top 8, so probably 5th, 4th, round about there. We've got high hopes for him.
That's
wise,
reliant on Shea
staying healthy. Relying on everybody staying healthy.
He's very injury prone, but when he's healthy, we've seen what he can do. Averaged 31 last season, or damn near.
Yeah, if OKC, everyone's healthy. They've got a great young core. Everyone's healthy. You've got Giddy sparking around, Jack White, great defender of subs. Shet coming in, the team's stacked.
And the amount of first round picks they've still got up there.
So Sam Presti's done a good job there.
Yeah, that's
first round draft picks. So that's absolutely good stuff for him.
It's insane.
Future's bright.
Future's
bright for OKC.
But
all right, well, flowing off that, what about we'll start with rookie of the year then. We've already mentioned some of the rookies.
Victor. Just he's a freak. He's an alien.
It's kind of a clear cut Victor. Let's go off. He's not there. He gets injured. What rookie are you taking to win rookie of the year? So runners up basically.
Scoot or Shet? Shet Victor matchup is going to be very good. Scoot's going to have his Michael Jordan breakout season. They're both number 3 pick. They've both got the overhyped number 1 pick. I think it's going to be a very close rookie of the year, in my opinion, if everyone stays healthy. But I'm going to say Shet Holmgren at the 2.
At the 2, yeah. Take away Victor. Look, I'm going to go away from that a bit, and I'm going to say Amen Thompson, rookie for the Rockets. Big fan of him. I hope he does well. He can score the ball, can play, make, can rebound, do everything you want him to do. So that's my pick for runners-up and rookie of the year.
You have to, might be a little bit biased, but Holmgren, definitely Chet.
Yeah.
I think after what I've seen in the preseason with his matchup, I have high hopes for him. I don't think there's anyone else. I mean, Scoot maybe, Thompson. I think it will be somewhat close, but I think eliminating Victor, Chet would definitely take it out.
Fair enough. That's again, hoping that he's healthy. We saw what happened.
Yeah, last season.
Last season, LeBron stepped on his foot and he was gone. So, let's go into MVPs. Where do we think that's sitting? Who wants to start us off here? MVP.
I'm gonna be the dickhead here. Jokic, again, just a freak of nature.
He is, but to me, he doesn't look like he wants to be there at all. NBA is just his side hustle. He wants to. I saw a video this morning actually. Woke up, was scrolling through Instagram, and he was looking at his phone and talking to Jamal Murray, and Jamal was like, "What's that?" And he was doing scouting for horses. So yeah, he's looking at investing in that. So I mean, if he dedicates himself to it, puts his mind to it, I agree, but
Yeah, but the fact it's his side hustle and he's still getting back to back.
yeah,
It's
that's insane.
just stupid. He's the average of triple double last season. I think he's going to do the same again. I haven't seen him much in preseason, to be honest. He hasn't done a lot, but future's bright. Yeah.
Future's bright.
I love
Future's
I
bright.
love the Serbian.
Fair enough. I'm gonna say Giannis. I'm gonna say since Dame's come across, he's gonna be hungrier than ever for a title. Really, he's gonna come out, do a lot more defending. I feel like the last couple of years he's just been a help defender. I feel like he's gonna guard the best of the best. So I think he's gonna have a really good season. I think the Bucks are gonna have a really good season, regular season that is.
Yeah, I mean Drew Holiday's gone, but that's just acquired arguably the best point guard in the league. Like it's the offense is going to be flowing. Like I said, Giannis doesn't have to carry all the offense. Dame, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, they can do it.
Bobby Porter's still off the bench.
Bobby Porter's off.
Good six man. But no, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Giannis for MVP.
A lot of options going through my head right now. I think the obvious pick would be Jokic. But if we eliminate Jokic like we were eliminating Victor before, there's a lot of options to go. I think like Ja Morant, right? Obviously he's got the suspension.
How long is it? 30 games?
25 games.
So Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance if he has another season like he did last season, or if better if not. Embiid, he'll be up there again, I reckon. I don't think he deserved his MVP. All right, that should have gone to Jokic that season, but not to take away from his performance, he still did very well. So he'll definitely be in the race. Underrated one, I guess, would be Zion. I don't know how he's going to do this season, but I don't know. It could be a big step, but
yeah,
I think the opportunity's there. But if I had to pick right now, I think I'd go with the safe pick with Jokic.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to pass him up, eh?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's any breakout players.
Look, I'm gonna go a bit of a hot take here. I think Curry's due for a massive season, and I could see him running into the MVP race quite easily.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's Dame's best point guard in the league. He's
whoa.
Yeah, Steph might be the greatest shooter of all time, but man, his time has passed. 2016, 2017, yeah. Like, it's 2023. Let's be real.
So who are you saying will stop him?
Drew Holiday. I reckon.
Drew Holiday can still guard Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he can. Yes. Drew Holiday can guard Damian Lillard.
And you're forgetting that Curry's in the West.
Yeah,
Drew's still in the East.
I think if it was to be another Boston Golden State finals matchup, Boston's taking it.
Yeah.
Just because of how deep their lineup is.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday guarding Steph, he's not going to do much.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. Another Boston Golden State matchup would be cool. Definitely not though. I think the Bucks are going to come out the East realistically.
All right, coming out the East. You think you're set on the Bucks?
I'm set on the Bucks.
You reckon they're making it all the way to the finals?
It's going to be Bucks, Boston in the conference finals, and then Bucks come out on top. Yeah, Bucks, Celtics. I think Bucks take it home in 6. And then the finals. What would you guys say?
Look, I think the Celtics are making it all the way, and from what I had, like coming into this, I think I have high hopes for the Warriors. I feel like CP will be a good fit, be very underrated. Obviously, depends if him, Steph, Clay stay healthy. I think they go on another title run. I reckon one more, and then that's basically the end of the Golden State. So I reckon they go for it, but as you were saying before, I think that the Celtics will take it in 6. So I've got the Warriors coming out the West and Celtics coming out the East.
Yeah, same sort of thing, I reckon. Celtics, Warriors. I think to expand on the conference finals, we're looking at in the East, Celtics, Bucks. That's probably the obvious take, but that's what it's been looking like so far. In the West, I would like to say the Thunder, but I think that's
too young.
Still
I don't think they're
yeah.
going to make it to the conference finals. I think they might get second round.
Yeah.
if they're lucky. But
I mean, you look at the Suns as well. What we were just
Yeah,
thinking
the
that they're
Suns.
gonna fold over again.
Yeah. Yeah. They might have a new coach. They might have one of the best cores, one of the best starting lineups in the league. But they've just got too many scorers. Where's the defense now? Especially that DeAndre Ayton's gone. Like they're too much score. Like, what is their starting lineup going to be? Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, KD,
Nurkic
yeah,
for starting
Nurkic
at center
isn't, and then whoever their five is.
or four.
Oh,
Nurkic will be there 5.
that is a ridiculous scoring line. It just comes down to whether they gel enough.
Yeah, a lot of different people in the locker room.
Yeah,
So,
it's. I think they'll go far, but when it comes to the semis, I think conference semis, I think they're getting knocked out. That's my opinion. I don't.
yeah, that's fair.
No, I agree though.
Valid. All right, let's go on to most improved. I know this has been a topic for you, Sam. So I will straight over there.
He's hit two postmates in back-to-back games. I'm just saying, like, he's putting up these numbers,
Okay,
especially not playing for a whole year.
we wanna talk about Ben. It's all the same shit as he's always done. He goes into the preseason posting these workout videos, the armor drill. Like he had that video where he hit like 5-6 threes in a row. He still hasn't taken one in preseason. Preseason is the place where you want to try out new shit. Yes, he's done a fadeaway. He still hasn't shot a 3.
He doesn't need to, though.
But that's him where he can come out and try things. Like if he's going to be genuinely most improved, right? He needs to come out and do something different.
Not necessarily. He won Rookie of the Year with everything.
But should he? He wasn't a rookie.
See, that's the debate comes there, right? I think most improved. Like I said, he might not have shot them yet. It's been 2 games though. You can't judge him too early.
Yeah, I can understand that. But to me, from what I've witnessed, he doesn't seem as aggressive as what the Philly is. You look at him in Philly, and that man was scoring 16, 17 points per game. He was looking to score. And ever since that Trae Young incident, like he doesn't look aggressive to me.
He does. He definitely is a bit more passive.
Yeah.
Right? But that can also be a good thing, especially that they've got Spencer Dinwiddie, Macau. Like those are 2 very good scorers. You also want to play a bit passive, give them the ball, just take a step back, but still put up that triple double like he can.
Yeah, I can see him having a good season, a bit of a redemption year because he definitely needs it after everything he's been through and that's happened. But my most improved, I'm giving it to Tyrese Maxey. I think him coming off last season, what he did, he should have been in conversations for it last season, really. Like, he became a massive scorer. With the whole Harden thing, Harden's not going to be on the team for the whole season. That's just a reality.
That's a given.
I think once they trade Harden, Maxey becomes the number 2 guy. Joel sits out a couple of games like he does, load management, gets injured. Maxey's their number 1 guy. And he's shown that he's capable of putting up 30 points per game.
Yeah, if they need him, he is the man.
I know it may be a bit biased, but that's my most improved, and that's my reasoning behind it. He will slot into that number 2 guy, and he looks good at doing it. He's become one of the better shooters in the league, shooting near 40% last season. I just see him taking another step in his game and it actually getting recognized.
Yeah, definitely. My pick would be Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, I mean, he's on the Wizards now. Okay. He's going to be leading the team with Kuzma, so definitely his numbers will go up anyways because he's not on that Warriors team anymore.
Who's taking shots away from him? Exactly.
He can put 40 shots onto the game.
No one will say anything, besides maybe Kuz. Kuz might say a little bit here and there, but everyone else won't.
It'll be interesting to see how the Wizards do, though, with their record at the end of the season. I think, depending on whether they have a winning or a losing record, will determine sort of how much of a leadership role Jordan Poole can actually take with his own team, and if that's the right role for him. Otherwise, I think the only thing getting in his way is Kuzma, but I don't think he's going to be too much of a problem for him. And
I think they can still share.
Yeah, they can
share the ball.
2 of them. That's fine. That'll be right. Yeah,
that's fair. I can see Poole. He's probably a lot of people's picks. I'd say honourable mention is Mikal Bridges as well.
Yeah.
He's going to be the number one scorer there. It's hard to tell. We saw what he could do. I reckon he'll be an all-star this year. Mikal. Yeah. I'd have a feeling he'll average at least 23 per game, and he'll be an all-star.
I agree. I don't agree about the.
That's fine.
He's gonna be a scorer. He is gonna put up. I would probably say nearly 25 points a game. But I think Ben's gonna take his spot.
Oh my god!
Because Ben is gonna be putting up this.
No.
He's dropping the triple double.
No. He's not. No.
It's Ben 10. It's gonna happen. His time in Philly has passed. Don't get me wrong.
You can watch the All-Star game from the stands. I don't think he's making it. Nah, he's not.
While Mikal's dropping 20.
Yeah, while Mikal's dropping 20. Mikal, I reckon he'll make the All-Star team. I've got hopes for him. I reckon he will.
Oh, that Brooklyn team is a very interesting team. They've Cam Johnson as well. He's going to take another step. He's good shooter, 3-and-D guy. I reckon he'll have a breakout season. Still got Claxton around. They're a solid team. Surely, I reckon they make the playoffs.
I can play-ins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can play in, and then they might get knocked out. I don't know about they have a good. They need a gel though. They have a very, very good defensive team. Look at Mikal Bridges, Nick Claxton, Ben Simmons. Their team is on the defense.
You just wanted to bring up Ben Simmons.
They've got a very good team, but then it comes down to the offense. Then you've only got Mikal Bridges. Well, Spencer Dinwiddie on the occasion, but Mikal's the only go-to option, really. And then Ben Simmons will start bringing it up, and then that is a lethal team.
Yeah. I get where you come from. Defensive player of the year. Look, I think the best defensive team in general, it's hard to go past the Grizzlies now with Marcus Smart. They've got Jaren, Steven Adams when he's back. Like, that's just a great defensive team. But in saying that, I think the defensive player of the year will go to Evan Mobley. I think he'll have another big jump again. It's pretty out there. Obviously, you got Giannis and you got all these other guys, but Mobley's good for 1.5 to 2 blocks a game. He can rebound with the best of them. I think he's still young, still got room to grow. I think he's going to have a big season, so that's my defensive player of the year.
My defensive player of the year?
Ben Simmons.
This might
God.
be a bit outrageous. But Zion Williamson.
Do you reckon he plays defense?
He's got 5 steals currently. Oh, we've got the New Orleans game with 5 steals in halftime. I know it's preseason, but dude, look at the size of him. He has cut down a bit, don't get me wrong. But look at him. He's huge. He's going to put a body on everyone. I think he's going to average like 1.3 blocks a game, maybe like 1.8 steals a game. Honestly,
jeez, that's high.
That is high. Have you seen his vertical though?
What's that got to do with steals?
With block.
Fair.
How tall is he as well?
6'7".
6'7", 6'8". That's decent. That is a bit. It's a very unique pick.
Yeah,
but I like that.
Fair enough.
All right, deep boy's a tough one. I think what I will say is if he actually cared, Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
I feel like he doesn't care enough, but if he did,
and can stay healthy, it's all relevant to staying healthy. But
healthy
he's a very injury-prone player.
Yeah, very injury-prone. So I mean, even his playoff performance, nothing to do with injuries, but he was very inconsistent.
Yeah,
every 2 games he had a good one. So you can tell there's obviously something going on there, whether that's just him not caring or maybe he's just tired, genuinely gassed. But I think Jaren Jackson.
Yeah,
Jaren Jackson. I think it's just
his nickname is the Block Panther. So
exactly. So it's I think it's past season he stays very consistent with his defense, and he's always sort of been in the race. So
I think an honorable mention as well, Drew Holiday.
Yeah, for a guard, yeah.
Drew Holiday's perimeter defense, he can, dude. He is just one of a kind, man. Perimeter defense, he's stopping everyone. Like I'm a big Dame fan, but if you get Steph or Dame on that perimeter, Drew's locking them down, man. Or another honorable mention, Matisse Thybulle.
He needs minutes though. He needs
needs minutes.
minutes.
But did we see the last time he played Steph Curry?
Yeah, but
He was blocking him on the 3-point line. Do you know how rare that is?
I just think the issue is being in Portland. There's so many guys ahead of him that he won't get many minutes a game.
He
So-
might be. But in those minutes, I think he'll really show how much potential he has. And then towards the end of the season, I think he's going to be getting more minutes. That's my. I think he's going to get a lot more minutes. He's going to be a lot more aggressive on the offensive end, and like I said, he's a defensive menace, you know. And so, yeah, he's one of a kind.
Fair enough. It's a bit hard to judge a six man of the year because obviously we don't know who's going to be playing where. But I mean, the first name that comes to mind for me is like Emmanuel Quickly from the Knicks. He's a bucket off the bench. He's going to be getting big minutes. The Knicks have a bunch of scorers, but he goes out and gets his. So I mean, I don't have much else to go off other than that.
Yeah, that's tough. I think six man be someone on the Warriors, either Chris Paul or Draymond, whoever's coming off the bench.
Yeah,
Because I think it will be one of them. I don't think they're going to want to play Draymond at center.
not for the whole season,
No,
especially
not
with
for the whole season.
They might
especially with
attempt it.
Looney. Looney's
Yeah.
he's been playing some
Yeah,
good ball
exactly.
recently. Like
They might try it. They probably need some tweaking, but they'll probably end up scrapping it.
Yeah, but I think whoever comes off the bench for the Warriors as a six man will probably get it. I think it will either be Chris Paul or Draymond. I'm thinking Draymond is probably going to be the one taking that role, even though he won't want to.
yeah,
But he's good enough to still be a starting player. But they're just stacked.
the Warriors are they're in quite of a tough position at the moment. Like you look at the preseason games, and Jonathan Kuminga has been absolutely balling out his
Yeah.
mind. But how do you find more minutes to give him if you're still going on a title run?
Mm.
Yeah, like that's why the question comes up. Come trade deadline, is Chris Paul and Draymond still there, or has one of them been moved on? Then I saw these reports come out the other day. They haven't talked to Clay about an extension, so is he gone? So they're in a bit of a strange spot. Kuminga, he had like 28 the other day off the bench.
And the thing is, it's not just like spot up shooting, spot up, and do a triple threat. He's generally bringing up the ball and scoring it legit. He is playmaking. He's nearly 7 foot, and he's got the vertical of it. He's a demon. God, I am excited. I'm not like Steph. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan, but I'm excited to see how Jonathan Kuminga will go this season. He is a third season.
Third,
Third.
yeah.
I will. He's going to be a really, really good offensive player in the coming years. He's going to really improve his game, and I'm really excited.
And he's got the mentor of Draymond, who, yes, they may throw punches or whatever. We won't mention that, but someone to mentor him on the defensive end. Like I just see him being a big part of their future once they move on from the Steph, Clay, Draymond era. But yeah, I can definitely see one of them getting six man. But the question is, will they? If things don't work, will they move on from Chris Paul? So I don't mind.
I mean, Steph can just play the two. He can just play the two.
It's very bad defensive backcourt though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they could have Kuminga, Looney, Clay.
What about
That's-
Wiggs?
You need Wiggins for that defense.
Wiggins he'll be starting. There's no way he's not.
So why are you taking Clay off then, or are you taking Kuminga out and then putting in?
Look, I
Wiggins
think
at four?
to start the season, because it won't hurt them too bad, they go small ball. They go PG, not PG, sorry, CP3 at the 1, Steph at the 2, Clay at the 3, Wiggs at the 4, Draymond at the 5. If it doesn't work, reassess, maybe bring Draymond to the bench, CP to the bench,
Well, that's the thing,
start
though.
Looney.
They've
Yeah,
got
they can
time.
try things.
You test out a couple starting lineups. You test out a couple things, see what works and what doesn't, and you see where that takes you. See if you can go on a little playoff run. You know, I am excited to see how Chris Paul plays though. Like he's played with a lot of scorers in the past, like KD,
Harden.
bloody Devin Booker. You know,
Yeah, he's been with all of them,
yeah. I want to see how well he gels with Steph.
and he's such a good passer that Steph will get his many open threes for
Oh
Wayne.
yeah, the
Like,
catch and shoot threes. That's what he's best at. We've seen him hit 103 threes in a row or something, like off catch and shoot. I'm excited to see how well they go.
yeah, it's interesting to see. I like the Warriors. I have no hatred towards them. I do like Curry, so I'm excited to see how this season plays out. Let's go to the new award, the Clutch Player of the Year.
Oh,
I think, look, you might like this one. I'm going to say Shea. The Thunder always find themselves in a lot of close games, and Shea's just that guy. Like,
No.
he's just a scorer. Like, him or De'Aaron. I'm going to say Shea, though.
Like that. I do like that shape pick. You know, he is clutch. I've seen him in the past. He is clutch. I myself am going to say Mikal Bridges. We saw him in the Olympics hit that free throw and then go straight to the corner and hit that. He's a clutch. He isn't afraid of that.
So you're going to give him Clutch Player of the Year, but you don't reckon he'll make All-Star?
No. I
Hot.
stand by it.
all right.
What? Yeah.
That's interesting.
He is a good player. Trust me, he's a very skillful player. But I just don't know. I think maybe next year. I think he needs one more year in him to really show what he can do. Because we only got to see him for the last quarter or the last sixth of last season where he was the main scorer. Yeah, he put up some points, but like, that's the same like Cam Thomas. He put up 120 points in 3 games. Right? But I think give him this season to really work in his game and score the ball with getting assisted by Ben Simmons. And
Yep.
then next season he'll really go off. Yeah.
I think Shea.
Shea.
Definitely Shea. If I had to pick someone else other than Shea, though, I could honestly see Damian Lillard. I don't think
he's
Giannis
clutch.
is going to be taking those shots.
No,
He is clutch, but he's not. That's not sort of his shot. You know, like if you're down 3, I'd much prefer
Dame
Dame
time.
taking it.
It's Dame
Mid-range,
time.
Dame. I'd prefer Dame taking every clutch shot other than alley-oop. Right. So I think when it comes to those moments for the Bucks, Dame will be taking them, and I don't think it'll be often that they have close games, but when they do,
Yeah.
he'll be the first one to get the ball.
Yeah, that's why I said Shea. Because Thunder always find themselves in close games.
Yeah, no, they do. They definitely do. I mean, the other day they had it was 2-point, like the Hornets won by 2.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have Shea, Giddy, Jet. They had nobody, pretty much, not even Isaiah Joe. So that was interesting. I thought that was like it was a good sign just to see that they didn't have their star players and they were still able to only lose by 2.
Speaking of Hornets, they're in a bit of a rough spot at the moment with everything going on. Bridges turning himself in and Kai Jones wanting out and then getting waived for nothing and
Posting on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, which I think goes against their terms and codes and stuff like that. They're actually not allowed to post it online if they want to trade. But look, I don't know what team will pick him up, if any team picks him up. But I'm excited for the LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Mark Williams. I think that's good, but I don't see him making a massive impact on anything. It's the same as you look at Houston. They've got all these guys. They have Dylan Brooks. For some reason, they've got a mix of old and young people, but they're not going anywhere this season. I don't see them as a team that can push for a deep playoff run.
They might have some picks though. Do they have picks?
They'd have a couple, but especially with the thing that happened with Kevin Porter Jr. and his charges, he got traded to the Thunder today, who waived him immediately, and so he won't be playing anytime soon. And there's a lot of stuff happening, but be an interesting season, I think. What about who do we think's the best regular season team?
Regular season.
Regular season. This is not including playoffs, because we know playoffs is a different thing.
Honestly, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh,
Grizz, wow,
Alright.
yeah. They were good.
Marcus Smart. If Jar, I know they've got Jar. They don't have Jar for 25 games, right?
Yeah.
But when he comes back, he's gonna be hungry. You know, he's really gonna excel He's gonna want to go for it. Marcus Smart, Jaron Jackson Jr., Desmond Bain, like that is especially that Marcus Smart is their defense is through the roof.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna get multiple stops, and they've got the same offense they've got nearly the same offense they did last season. I can't wait. That I can't wait to watch Memphis next season.
Look, I'm gonna say the obvious answer, and I'm gonna say the Bucks, but I think they choke in the playoffs.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's why I had Celtics coming out the East. I don't know, the Bucks show me year in, year out that they can make it to the playoffs, but then they get there, and besides a couple of years that they won, they don't know what to do from there. Even when they won, they made it look very difficult. So, yeah, I think the Bucks will have the best regular season, but I don't think they'll have a good playoff.
No, I'm going Celtics. I think every season I watch them, they're one of the only teams I'm not concerned about. Like, I don't think they'll ever get too far in the playoffs. I mean, they do slowly get better and better, but the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown combo, I've never been too worried about it because they never really perform. But I think this season finally they'll get the stuff together because they've got what, Porzingis now. They've got a bunch of new additions. So I think honestly, what's going to happen is there's going to be injuries on that Celtics team, like any team.
Yeah.
But because they've got so much depth, I don't think there's anything to worry about, and they'll just cruise to the 1 seed.
Yeah. I can see that. Celtics they're good. They're very good.
Just realized
What?
Memphis Grizzlies was a bit outrageous.
There's nothing wrong with it. I can see
It
it
is a bit
when
outrageous.
Jar comes back.
I'm just gonna be that basic bitch. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The Denver Nuggets.
Coming off a championship.
Just
Do they go back to back? Can you see a world where
I
they go
think
back
so.
to back?
I think they get eliminated in conference.
I reckon, I think the Warriors, that's what I said earlier. I genuinely can see them making a run for it again.
They can, but McDaniel Finals is the place where they'll go. They'll go all the way. Like Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Like, who is gonna stop that?
Yeah.
But the only team I can really see is coming back from the Memphis Grizzlies. Marcus Smart, Jaron Jackson Jr. Those are that's your best options, right?
Mm.
But yeah, I think the Denver Nuggets they have one of the best. They're deep. Their roster's very deep. The offense is that wow.
They lost a bit with Bruce Brown though.
I can't believe they actually did that to Bruce.
Yeah.
Brucey Boy.
Let him go off to the Pacers. He got his money though for 2 years. So
Yeah.
I mean, he did what he wanted to do, but that's a tough loss. They've still got MPJ there. Hopefully, he passes the ball a bit more.
No, it's 2 assists per game at most.
Yeah. Do we have any sleepers for the All-Star game? I'm gonna say Porzingis.
Ooh.
Bit tough, but I think he's been on a downslope. But now with Celtics, I reckon he finds his way back up to his sort of New York days, and I reckon he's a shot for the All-Star game. If I'm going off in injuries and stuff as well, but I could see him making it as well as Tatum. I don't know about Jaylen Brown, but look, that's going to be one of my sleeper picks. Is going to be Porzingis.
Sleeper picks. Yeah, I mean.
But Wiggs has already said he wants to go back there. It's going to be tough playing with that, but I mean, I could see it if he goes out and gets his 23 a game or whatever.
Sleeper pick Ben Simmons.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that as well.
Ben Simmons,
I knew you were gonna say
he's
that.
got triple doubles. It's gonna be a great All-Star game with him now. He's gonna really show the world he's capable. I can't wait to see Benny Boy this season. I'm so excited, man. He's gonna really prove all you haters wrong.
I mean, I'm not a hater. He just needs to prove himself
And he will.
a bit.
You give him this season.
I will.
Or you know what? Worst case scenario, he comes back. It's his first season back after 2 years. Give him a break. Next season, he is going to be on the money. He's going to be sparking it from hash.
So you're telling me I'm gonna have to wait a whole nother season to see Ben play well.
Well, it's his first game back after a year or two. Give him a break.
He's played a couple of games in between.
Yeah, but
He didn't sit out the whole 2 years straight.
but they haven't been, he hasn't been legit training the whole time. So I think sooner or later, you guys will see what he's capable of.
You know what'd be bad? The Olympics. Australia have they don't know whether they're going to select him or not.
I mean, Australia did surprisingly not. I mean, I wouldn't say they did bad, but they didn't do that amazing either.
For how highly they were ranked, it was pretty poor.
I mean, they lost to Germany by 1 or 2, and then they lost to Slovenia. Two very good teams, but our roster was very deep. I mean, I think it was. They could have done better, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. But I think with Paris next year, I think they're gonna really show. They're gonna really show everyone that they're coming back better. They're coming back more hungry. They want to win.
Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to have Ben there, but it's reliant on him not pulling out on Australia again. Because how many times have we seen him say, I'm committing to play for Australia for the Olympics, and then he goes on to not?
He says, I'm training for the NBA season.
Yeah, and then he doesn't play.
But that's changing. I can tell. I can really tell he's changing. So I've seen it.
I can see him getting picked. I really can. I think this season's definitely going to be different for him, so it wouldn't surprise me. And he fits in well with most teams. He's just obviously he can't shoot the 3, but he's a good playmaker. He gets boards and he can score.
Yeah.
So he would fit in well with Australia, I think. But...
And he's a good defender.
Oh, yeah, and that as well. Good defender.
Look, we have good defenders, but we also need to figure out our scoring because Paddy's coming to the end of his career. Absolute demon when it comes to Olympics and stuff. But Australia can't let him do all the work. The games I was watching, he put up 8 of their first 12 points.
Yeah.
It can't be like that. He needs some help.
They put a lot of pressure on Giddy as well.
Oh,
during,
yeah.
He was running, I would probably say, 60 to 70% of that.
Being as young as he is as well.
Yeah, being 20 years old, that's a lot of pressure. I think if they do give Ben a chance, and they select him, think about it. You've got 2 point guards running the ball. You've got 2 skilled, pass first mindset point guards. I think that would be very lethal. The defense there as well, Matisse and Jack White, and then we didn't have Jock Landale as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Ben can also realistically play the center, which hurt us in the World Cup because we had Landale who got injured quite early, and then we had Duop Reith and no other true big man. Ben can play that big man role.
Yeah, they should have given Duop Reith more minutes, I feel like. Because he was really creating a lot of space he can pop. He can really shoot. He can really shoot the ball from the top of the key.
I mean, it's the same as Josh Green. I feel like he deserved more minutes. He's a knockdown shooter, good defender. He can create his own shot, but I think he needs more minutes. I'm a big fan of him, but
I am excited to see what the Aussie nation will bring up sooner or later.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to get through the NBA season first and hope there's no injuries and all that stuff, because obviously injuries is a major part of basketball, professional NBA, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Sure. Yeah.
I think that's coming to the end.
Nothing else we wanted to raise?
Yeah, I think that's been a good first episode.
Yeah.
So
First party.
Yeah, first potty in the books, and we'll be back for more. We're going to try and do these, what we said, weekly if possible.
Yep, weekly.
Just, as we said, these are all our own takes. If you don't like them, up yours, basically. So, yeah, that's the way it is. We hope you enjoyed. So, yeah.
Thank you.